The Battle of Wool and Vision. Yuan Shao, lord of the northern plains, commanded 4 states, 70 legions. South he marched, fierce banners high, to clash with Cao Cao near Guandu's sky. For weeks they stood in deadlocked war, neither side breaking, both seeking more. What plan will break this iron knot? Yuan asked aloud, in thought caught. Guo too stepped forth, sly and keen. Cao thrives on patience, sharp and lean. Strike him fast, no time to stall. We hold the numbers, he has the wall. He's dug in deep, but stretched and worn. His men half-starved, his hopes forlorn. Send Han Meng to guard the grain. Strong in arm, though not in brain. So Han Meng rode with spirits high. His grain fleet stretched far, fading into the sky. Cao Cao watched and softly sighed. The tales of Yuan's might are wide, but witless leaders serve him ill. They ride like kings and march downhill. Food ran short and troops grew thin. Cao nearly gave up hope within. He pondered long, unsure the path, till word arrived from Zuchang with wrath. Advisor Xun Yu had sent a scroll so wise, a stroke of calm with measured ties. Hold your ground and wait the storm. A greater strength lies in the warn. Cao smiled and raised his eyes. Xun Yu, you are my Zhang Liang in disguise. Yet hungry men still need to eat, and famine draws both fear and heat. Suddenly drums rang from afar. Han Meng returned with carts and tar. Chao's joy lit up like dawn. To snatch this feast is worth the drawn. He sent Zhu Huang to strike the line, and set fake troops among the pines. Flames arose and chaos spread. Han Meng fled and hung his head. Half the grain carts burned to ash. The rest fell in Chao's brutal clash. Yuan Shao now, in nervous sweat, sent Chunyu Qiong with his drinking set. Guard the depot at Wichao well, but sent a drunk to guard their hell. Meanwhile at Guandu, camps still stared. 2 rivers held by fate compared. Chao's stores ran low, his hands grew tight. His letters begged for grain by night. The letter fell into Zhu Yu's hands. He urged Yuan Shao to strike Zuchang at once. But Yuan Shao, ever wary, shook his head. Chao's mind is sharp, his tricks widespread. Zhu pleaded harder, voice grown tense. But Yuan barred Zhu Yu from warroom doors. His plan dismissed, his name defamed. Zhu burned inside, his pride inflamed. If such a man won't keep the wise, why stay and watch the kingdom die? They say Cao Cao is a lord of might. He honors talent, respects the right. When Zhu at last stood face to face, he found a man both sharp and base. Cunning he is, but that's no crime. All war is trickery, wrapped in time. He bowed and gave a priceless gift. Burn Yuan's grain at Wichao swift. A plan exchanged with lowered head, to set the feast of war in red. The guards know wine, not swords or schemes. They'll drown in flames and shattered dreams. Cao took the bait and struck at night. The fire lit the mountains bright. Chunyu, drunk, was quickly caught, and brought before Cao, battle wrought. Still boasting wine-soaked, foolish pride. He lost his ears, then soon he died. Yuan Shao saw his stores in flame. His strength, his plans, his pride, his name. He wept and called for Zhang his sword. But Zhang advised with reasoned word. To raid Chao's camp is suicide. He's laid his traps and turned the tide. Still advisor Guo Tu schemed with poisonous breath. Zhang He and Gao Lan lean toward death. They speak of loyalty, but soon they'll bend. Strike now, or they may serve your end. Yuan believed and sent his men. But Zhang and Gao had heard again. They turned their blades before the strike, and joined Chao's camp before first light. Chao welcomed both with open hand. Great names who know where virtue stands. Zhang He gave a fainting plan. Let's trick old Yuan, just like he ran. Pretend we strike his camp anew. Then ambush from the hidden view. Soon fires danced on every hill. And Yuan's hopes turned pale and still. The house of four lords fell like dust. A bloom of pride devoured by rust. From hero's peak to ashes gray. He lost it all in one short day. No judgment, though his schemes were grand. No crown for those who cannot stand. Reflection. Where Chao burned, its wine turned flame. And 3 days' smoke erased Yuan's name. Feasts and barrels turned to cries. As eagles circled falling skies. One torch undone 4 noble lines. Where will flows weak, no glory shines. And though the battlefield sang bold, Chao's steady hand broke northern hold.